Oh yeah, your boys is back in the building. What up, family? Thank y'all for joining us tonight. You already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. I'm in the building with my man So Crazy TV as always. Shout out to So Crazy TV. Go subscribe to that boy So Crazy TV. If you ain't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know. It's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them. And wow, can I say a preview of the Eastern Conference Finals? Bucks and Celtics. Bucks on the road in Boston without Giannis. They was down big. Everybody on the Celtics was cooking, but they made a game out of it without Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dame Lillard balled out, but it was not enough as the Celtics take down the Bucks 122 to 119. Big win for the Celtics. They get their seventh in a row, and this is pretty much looking like what the Eastern Conference Finals are gonna be. And I really wish we could fast forward to May because I'm so ready to see a 7 game series of this, man. Damn
Mm-hmm.
everybody else in the Eastern Conference Finals. I just want to speed this thing up and see a 7 game series of the Celtics and the Bucks. So Crazy TV. What up, my guy?
What's up, man? Hey, that game was nice, bro. Uh, Boston went up big in the beginning, and then the Bucks came back, bro. They didn't give up. No Giannis tonight. Dame put out on he put on a show. And then the players the Bucks had, man, like Bobby Portis, he was coming up big. Bro, like it was a good game, man. I want to see these boys in the playoffs, man. And we already know this is the Eastern Conference Finals right here. We already know that. We called it. And shit, just like you said, Moose, fast forward to the playoffs, man. This is what we want to see.
Hell yeah, man. This is what the people
Hmm.
want to see, man. I don't want to see Miami. I don't think they got the bigs. I don't think they got the depth to beat
Hmm.
one of these two teams, the Bucks or Celtics. Indiana's not ready. New York's not healthy. They're not ready. I don't see any other team in the Eastern Conference actually mattering when the chips is on the line. It's really just the Bucks and the Celtics. Joel Embiid ain't going to be back in time. And even if he does come back in time, the 76ers have shot all the way down. They're damn near in a play-in situation. I don't want to see Joel Embiid hobbling around in the playoffs. It really just comes down to the Bucks and the Celtics,
Hmm.
man. And I watched the game with a different lens tonight. And
What's
even
up?
though the Bucks were without Giannis Antetokounmpo, I watched them with a different lens. And there's a lot of things. There's a lot of questions I got about the Bucks. There's
Hmm.
questions around Doc Rivers. There's questions around how the Bucks are gonna play when Giannis is whole and healthy. Like, and how are the
Mm.
role players gonna fit around them? You know, it's
Right,
almost been a
right.
full season of Dame Lillard with Giannis Antetokounmpo. That chemistry thing has not worked out as of yet the way I would love to see it. I don't
Right,
see Giannis and Dame playing off each other in a way where they're playing winning basketball by playing off of each other.
right.
And I feel like it hurts the rest of the team. I feel like it hurts the role players. And tonight we seen that with Giannis out, Dame Lillard looked a lot more comfortable. He looked like Portland
Hmm.
Dame Lillard. And
He
that
really
in
did.
turn helped a lot of the role players. It's been helping Bobby Portis. It's been helping Chris Middleton get his groove
Bro,
back. But
he
in
balled out.
with Dame Lillard playing Dame Lillard basketball without Giannis, I kind of feel like it alienates guys like a Malik Beasley. It alienates a guys like Brooke Lopez. It alienates guys like Jay Crowder because when you
Right.
got Giannis Antetokounmpo in the game and he's driving downhill, you need another big to help off whoever's guarding Giannis. So that leaves Brooke Lopez open for shots. You need
Right.
another person
Definitely.
helping off of the corner where Jay Crowder would be. That leaves Jay Crowder with open shots. So I kind of think
Mm-hmm.
it hurts them. Doc Rivers, when it comes to the playoffs, he's going to have to find a way to stagger their minutes. Whether you
Yeah.
got Dame playing most of the second quarter and Giannis on the bench during that time, and then Giannis coming back in with guys like Brooke Lopez and Jay Crowder, or Dame running the second unit in the second quarter and early in the fourth quarter, late in the third quarter with guys like Bobby Portis and Chris Middleton. So Doc Rivers, he has his hands full because it's almost been
He
a
really
full
does.
season. They've had a coaching change. The chemistry with Giannis and Dame ain't right. They're gonna have to figure it out if they want to beat the Celtics in 7 games. And then for the Celtics, they've been rolling. They won 7 straight.
Number
Jayson
one.
Tatum looked like an MVP player tonight. We're gonna get
Mm-hmm.
into that a little bit later on. Jalen Brown still been playing well. They got a lot of help,
Derek
excuse me,
White.
tonight. Peyton Pritchard off the bench.
Bro, Peyton Pritchard, every time he comes off the bench and he shoots that first shot, he don't miss, bro.
It's money.
Every time I watch Boston, bro, this dude comes out and he's on fire, bro. It's like it's never a miss with that guy, bro. Solid role player, bro. He
It's
plays his
not, man. He
role.
played. He played big tonight, man. He really
He
played
did.
big tonight. Kristaps Porzingis played big tonight for them. The Celtics
Yeah.
pretty much played a great game, man. All around, everybody played
Mm-hmm.
well, man. Jaylen Brown had 21 and 8 rebounds. You know, Jason Tatum, he was in MVP form, like I said, 31, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. We talked
Mm-hmm.
about Jason Tatum the other night. This is what I wanted to see from him.
Yeah, he got a
When we
ball out just
spoke
like
about
that. Three
facts, when I
steals, two
spoke
blocks, being aggressive, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Bro, he's doing it.
this is what we asked of him the other night.
Mm-hmm.
When there's big games, how are you going to play Jason Tatum?
Mm-hmm.
You
And
seen
without
LeBron James give you a big vote of confidence on his
mm-hmm.
podcast the other day, where he said, "Hey man, Jason Tatum is elite. He has a great resume. He just hasn't had a championship yet, and it's
Mm-hmm.
okay. You know what I mean? He's only 26 years old, just turned
All right, he's
26.
young.
You know what
He
I
gonna
mean?
get it.
You
He gonna get it, bro.
he gonna get it. But like I said, those big games, we need Jason Tatum to be Jason Tatum. Tonight
Mm-hmm.
he was Jason Tatum, but I still have questions about the Celtics too,
Mm-hmm.
and it's only in the aspect of beating the Bucks in a 7 game series. Can Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford, that tandem of big men, can they play well enough on offense, and can they play well enough on defense to combat Brooke
Right,
Lopez, a front court of Brooke Lopez and Giannis Antetokounmpo? Y'all
right,
smash
right.
that like button and share the
Yo, I
video.
want
Those are the
Moose. I
questions
want
I
to go
have
back
about the
to.
Celtics, man. I want you to chime in. So Crazy TV. What do you
I want
see
to go
moving
back to.
forward between both of these teams, the Bucks and Celtics? Pros and cons in a 7 game series.
Bro, I want to go back to what you said, bro, about the Bucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you said they don't play the role players. They don't play well when Giannis is on the floor, right?
Yeah, like some of them, like Bobby Portis, like
Yeah.
Bobby Portis and Bobby Portis and Chris Middleton, they play
Hmm.
better when Dame is usually on the court by himself. And then
Right,
when
right. They
Giannis
do.
is on the
Yeah.
court by
See?
himself, it looks like Brooke Lopez and Jay Crowder and those other role players play better.
Right. They need to play through Dame, bro. Giannis, we already know he's a great player. He needs to just, don't like, you know what I'm saying? Let Dame do Dame stuff, just like what he did tonight. We got to shout out Middleton, bro. He came through. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Bobby Portis, bro, 15 rebounds, 24 points. What more can you ask for that guy? Now the other role players, I would like to see like Beverly play a little bit more. Jay Crowder, like you said, Malik Beasley. You know, Malik Beasley was struggling.
Yeah, he
But
looked like the Lakers' Malik Beasley tonight.
now the pros that I would say with with the Bucks, I would say, with Giannis there, they look good on offense, but it's like on defense. What are they going to do in the playoffs? Are they going to stop anybody? Especially on the road, they have a bad road record, bro. That's definitely a con right there. Now with the Celtics, this is their year. It's looking like this is their year, bro. They only lost 3 games at home. They're looking good, 55-14. This is their year, bro. I would say, and they're number one. Their record proves that, bro.
Absolutely, absolutely, and we was talking about this the other night. Not to keep harping on it,
Hmm.
but I want to bring it back up because it's like there's a lot on the line for the Boston Celtics, man. They
It
have
really
no
is.
excuses this year. We talked
I
about it
don't.
2 nights ago. We talked about it last night. They have no
Hmm.
excuses. Joe Mazzulla, you have to get the job done. You have no
Definitely.
excuses. You have a year under your belt. You got thrown into the fire, granted with the Ime Udoka situation, but you have a year under your belt. LeBron said it on the podcast on the Mind the Game podcast. You know what I mean? You got Drew
Hmm.
Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis for basically nothing. You got Derek White. You know Derek White is going to play big, play well in the playoffs. We've seen it last year. We've seen it this year. There was talk of him possibly being an all-star. We know all of this. You have no excuses. You're gonna have to get by the Bucks. And in the playoffs, and even though Boston won tonight, they had that big early lead. They let the Bucks get back in the game. There's still too much standing around on offense for me. There's still too much standing around. There's still too much let
Hmm.
Jayson Tatum cook, let Jaylen
Right.
Brown cook, taking
Right.
turns. There's still too much of that. I said this 2 nights ago, and I think I said this last night again. Where is the two-man game between Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum? When are they going to figure out that in order for them to be the best versions of themselves, they're going to have to play off of each other?
They have to, bro. They have to play off of each other. They need to use those bigs more. Derek White, they need to let him run the floor, bro. He had 8 assists tonight. You know what I'm saying? Drew Holiday
Definitely
wasn't
do.
there. Derek White plays his role well, bro. You need him to get rebounds, he's gonna go in there and get them. If you need him to hit shots, he's gonna hit the shots. You need him to play point guard, he's gonna do that. You know.
And come playoff time, Doc
Hmm.
Rivers' team with guys like Jay Crowder, with guys like Pat Beverly, they're gonna get up into you. They're gonna
Right.
play rough, tough defense. You're gonna have to find a way where you're not just watching Jason Tatum go 1-on-1. You're not just watching Jaylen Brown go 1-on-1. You're gonna have to run some action where both of them are they're on the same side of the court. Both of them are playing off of each other, setting
Hmm.
screens for each other. They're gonna have to play like that if they want to beat the Bucks, man. Because even though the Bucks chemistry doesn't look well with Giannis and Dame, they got a full season almost
Hmm.
under the belt. Even though Giannis was not there tonight, the Bucks are still gonna win games. excuse me, with their
Hmm.
defense, and
Yeah, they
you can
still are,
expect
bro.
you can expect you can expect Doc Rivers playing Patrick Beverly a lot of minutes in the postseason. He trusts
Definitely.
he trusts Pat Beverly. He's had Pat Beverly before. He needs that intensity. He needs that defense. It's a whole different game come playoff time. You can bet your bottom dollar Doc Rivers is going to give a lot of minutes to guys like Jay Crowder, guys like
Hmm.
Bobby Portis, guys like Pat Beverly. So offensively, it looks good now in the regular season for the Celtics, but offensively, come playoff time, this let Jason Tatum cook, it's his turn. Let Jaylen Brown cook, it's his turn. That is not gonna work in a 7 game series, bro.
No, it's not gonna work, and it's predictable too. So it's
Absolutely.
like in the playoffs, those coaches know what they're doing, man. Um, I'm just ready for the playoffs, Moose.
I really am, especially with these two teams, bro. Like with these two teams, man, it's a
Yep.
lot of questions that I got. It's a lot of stuff I want to see get answered. I want to see everybody healthy on the floor. I want to see the chess match between the two coaches. You know what I mean? And
Definitely.
I trust Doc Rivers enough where I feel like he's gonna outcoach Joe Mazzulla, but at the end of the day, you never know with Doc Rivers. He's lost the
Yeah.
series last year to Joe Mazzulla while he had the MVP Joel Embiid and he had James Harden and Tyrese Maxey. We've seen Doc Rivers lose the series to Joe Mazzulla, even though I think his stars didn't show up for him in that series last year. You know, we was here in the playoffs last year and we talked
Hmm.
about that. But it's going to be real interesting to see this series, man. I feel like it's going to go
Definitely,
7
bro.
because of both teams' flaws. Because of both of these teams' flaws, I believe this series goes 7. And at this point in time, I really don't have a winner. I don't know who to
I
pick
don't either. I
between the
don't.
Bucks and Celtics.
I don't either, bro. I did pick these two to come out of the East. I did, but I just don't know who's gonna win. If I would have to say, I would want the Bucks to win because I was high on them this year, and we just gonna keep it rolling. We ain't gonna switch sides. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, this is the series to watch, man.
It is.
It's
It
gonna
is.
be it's gonna be a dogfight for
It
sure.
is. It's definitely going to be a dogfight. It's definitely going to be a hard fought series. And if you was to put a gun to my head and tell me to pick a winner between the
Mm-mm,
Bucks and the Celtics as of right now, with with
mm-mm,
with how late we are in the season, with everything I've seen, to me, it's going to come down to
excuse
the
me.
Celtics front court of Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford, and it's going to come down to the Bucks defense against the
Right.
Celtics offense of Jaylen Brown's turn, Jason Tatum's turn, and in a 7 game series, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the Bucks defense over Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's offense because they haven't figured out a way to play off of each other. So if you was to put a gun to my head and tell me to pick a winner between these two right now, it would
Yeah.
be the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm picking the Bucks too, bro. Now with Jaylen Brown, right?
Uh huh.
That's the thing though. Like, you see how JT went off today, right?
Right.
JB, he had a bad shooting game. It's always like that. I don't know why, bro. It's like they rarely like play good together. It's crazy.
Yeah, man, and I feel like that's what's holding them back. They don't play off of each other, and I put a lot of that on them. And at the same time, I gotta hold Joe Mazzulla accountable.
Yeah,
Why haven't you figured it out? Is it the fact that you guys are the runaway leaders in the Eastern Conference? Or is it the fact that you guys have the best record in basketball that's making you not address the offensive end with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum meshing well with each other? You know what I mean?
right.
I feel.
They chucked a lot of threes too.
Yeah,
They were
like
hitting
the
them,
offense is
but
stagnant, and then it forces them to chuck up a lot of threes, even though they feel like, okay, if we shoot 38%, 37%, 39%, 40% from three, and we take 33s, 35 threes, we're gonna win based off of mathematics. Throw
right.
all those analytics out, because come playoff time, those analytics ain't gonna matter. They're not
No,
gonna
they
matter
not.
when you got guys like Patrick Beverly hounding you. They're not going to matter when you got guys like Jay Crowder hounding you. They're not going to matter when you got a guy that has a long wingspan and he's long and tall, paws in Chris Middleton with a hand in your face. It's not going to matter when you got Drew Holiday out there hounding you and he has a chip on his shoulder playing against his form. Not Drew Holiday. I'm talking about Pat Beverly hounding you with playing with a chip on his shoulder, like that's not gonna matter. So at the end of the day, like I gotta see better offensive flow with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown come playoff time. And do the Celtics have enough time to figure that out? I don't think so. Does Joe Mazzulla, because of his record and the way the team's playing, they just won 7 in a row? I don't feel like he's gonna address that because of ego and pride. And pride cometh before the fall. And if the Celtics go out in the Eastern Conference Finals, you can put that on the fluidity of the offense between Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and you can also put that on Joe Mazzulla. And if they go out and they don't make it to the finals, if they don't make it to the finals, uh, Celtics, either Brad Stevens gonna have to come back from upstairs, come downstairs and coach this team, or you're gonna have to go out in the coaching market and you're gonna have to get a new coach, maybe somebody like a Mike Budenholzer. So it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real interesting to see, man. It's gonna be real interesting to see, man. Um, also with the Bucks and the Celtics, man. It if it comes down to it,
Mm-hmm.
a seventh game in Boston, do you feel like the Milwaukee Bucks could win a game seven in Boston?
Yeah, because Giannis gonna go off. Giannis ain't about to lose, bro. He lost in the first round last year because he was injured a couple games, came back, they still got whooped. Remember that? We got on his ass,
Hmm.
remember?
Yeah, even
We
though he was
cooked him.
injured, I did get on his ass
Yeah,
for losing
we
in the first
cooked
round
him.
to the Miami Heat.
Nah, man. Game 7 with the money on the line. I got my money on Giannis and Dame, bro.
Now, also with the Bucks, right?
Hmm.
You feel like Giannis has to be the one that sacrifices?
Just for Dame's sake, bro. I feel like when Dame is playing like Dame, everybody eats.
Yeah, it looks
You know
like
what
the
I'm
team
saying?
flows better when Dame is
Yeah.
playing like that.
Like he don't have to sacrifice that much because it's Giannis. He's big as hell. He plays the passing lanes. He's big. He could get rebounds. He's still gonna eat no matter what. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let Dame eat too. So just let Dame run the floor, right? Just like in Portland, he ran the floor. Then uh Giannis has to take a little back seat, just a little bit, and he can amplify that defense. You know what I'm saying? Get his defense to another level too. He's gonna eat no matter what, bro.
Absolutely,
You know.
absolutely, man. And my thing is this.
Mm.
Okay, if Giannis is gonna be the one that sacrifices, right?
Right, right.
If Giannis is gonna be the one that sacrifices, not
Hmm.
only does he have to sacrifice, he has to encourage and empower Dame Lillard and say, "Hey, Dame, we need you to take us there. We
Yeah.
don't need you. Don't worry about me. Don't try to worry about how you're going to fit in with me." Giannis
Right.
has got to empower and encourage Dame Lillard and say, "Dame, you're going to take us to the promised land.
Hmm.
Play
He needs to
exactly
play.
how you're playing when I was
Hmm.
out."
Facts.
So when
That's how he
Giannis
got
comes
to
back
play.
from this injury, he's going to have to fit into what they already got going on right now.
Yeah,
And I
and I
hope he's
believe he
watching the
will.
games and he's realizing that, because if he's not the one to realize that, and he's not the one to say, "Hey, look, I got the sacrifice, I got a chip already, I'm Giannis, I got these MVPs, I'm gonna get mine regardless, I'm Giannis, Dame, I don't need you taking a back seat to me." That's what he
Mm-mm.
has to do. He has to say, "Dame, I don't need you taking a back seat to me. I need you to come up in here and play like you've been playing while I was gone, and that's what's gonna get us a championship." I got my man G Money
Facts.
on the line. I'm about to bring him on here and see what he has to say. G Money, what's the word, brother?
Salute, we're
What's the
shaking and
word?
baking. We're
Salute.
shaking and baking. What's
Salute,
going on?
brother.
Salute, so
Yes,
crazy.
sir.
Salute, Moose. Man, it was a barn burner. Both teams shorthanded. The Celtics, no Drew Holiday, Sam Hauser. The Bucks, no Greek Freak. Man, it was a fist fight. The Celtics were chilling like villains for 3 quarters, up 21. Then in the
Right.
fourth quarter, Milwaukee started to attack that basket. Bobby Portis was big. Dame Dollar turned back the clock in the second half. I mean, Beasley had a
Hmm.
good third quarter, went ghost. Lopez was terrible the whole game. JT had a good first half, inconsistent second half. JB I thought was steady for most of the game and really in the second half. Payne Pritchard was awesome. He was a lightning rod from start to
Bro,
finish.
I don't know what it is, bro. He kills every time, bro. Every time they put him in, he
He,
balls.
he does. I'm sorry, man.
Mm.
You guys made some good points why you had the Bucks beating the Celtics. I gotta think the Celtics will beat them. Here's why.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Here's why I
Let me
think
know.
Boston. Here's why Boston will beat Milwaukee. Drew Holiday. no matter how much we slice it, Joe Holiday outplayed Dame before in the playoffs. No matter how much we slice it, I don't care who had a better team. I don't care. The fact is, the Pelicans were a 6th seed, the Blazers were 3rd, and Joe Holiday cooked Dame's butt. Okay, without boogie.
Right.
I seen Joe Holiday contain Dame in the playoffs. You could
Yeah,
throw
we
Derek.
seen it.
We seen it.
We
And
He
not
seen
clamped
just
it.
that
that,
boy up. He clamped
right?
him up.
And Derek White. You could throw Derek White on Dame too. You could, though. You could throw Derek White and Dame. Here's the thing: who's stopping JT and JB on the Bucks? Middleton cannot stop JT consistently or JB. They can't. And here's the thing too: I seen KP give Lopez fist. I know KP wasn't superb in this game. He played great defensively. KP can stretch up Lopez. And consider this too. Consider this too. Yeah, Grief Freak will be Grief Freak at the same time. Sometimes Grief Freak can have some trouble against Boston because of size. People need to remember, in the first meeting on Thanksgiving Eve, the Celtics were pounding the paint against the Bucks, pounding the paint with Grief Freak, and that's why he was containing that game. And the bench, other than Bobby Portis, who do you trust consistently off the bench for the Bucks? I don't offensively. For the Celtics, Payne Pritchard can do that. Sam Hauser can get hot one game. I mean, I don't know. And consider this, though. I understand Joe Mazzulla is not the smartest coach in the world. At the same time, we just saw last year that Joe Mazzulla ran circles around Doc after being down 3-2. And consider this, though. Yes, I get Jaylen Brown didn't have a great playoff run last year. People forget he had a monster NBA Finals in 2022 against a great Warriors. So people forget about that. And that Warriors team was great. Was a dog defensively. Wiggs, Dre, Otto Porter, etc. I think JB will be motivated this time. I think JT, if it comes to a game 7, yes, I know he hasn't played. JT has had some big elimination games before. He's had some big elimination games for JT. And if Milwaukee remember, Milwaukee historically struggles in Boston. So it's like, I just think that the Celtics have enough on-ball defenders. I think the Celtics have enough offense that I think will beat the Bucks in 7. And historically, Dame struggles against high-level teams in the playoffs. It's proven. Other than the game-winning shots against the Thunder and the Rockets, Dame struggles against high-level teams in the playoffs. There's an hour video that proves it, though. Giannis is great. Giannis can struggle against physical defenses like that. So it's like, those are things we have to think about. I think the Celtics would beat the Bucks in a 7-game series. Sorry.
Okay. I respect that.
I feel you on that, G Money. And to answer your question of who's going to stop Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum, to me, it's themselves. That's who's going to stop them, because they don't play off of each other. And
I know that neither do Dame and Giannis.
And here's the thing, you're right. Neither does Dame and Giannis. You know what I mean? But for the Celtics, is when they're not playing off of each other, it hurts the rest of the team. Guys are standing around and they're forced to chuck up 30 to 35 threes a game. You understand me? And for why it's different for the Milwaukee Bucks is because Giannis is an unstoppable force driving to the lane. He's gonna get Porzingis in foul trouble. He could make up his mind to say, you know what, I'm gonna get Porzingis in foul trouble early in the first quarter. Give me the ball, let me attack. The referees are gonna be on my side. Let me get KP up out of here. Easy. Sit him down. Two quick fouls in the first quarter. The Celtics don't have another big coming off of that bench. We're just gonna attack Al Horford. If the double and the triple comes, we have Malik Beasley. We got Robin Lopez. We got Dame Lillard.
I understand.
To me, that's the difference.
Here's the thing. Dame is streaky. You made good points. Here's the problem. Dame, inconsistent in the playoffs. Beasley, inconsistent in the playoffs. Lopez, inconsistent in the playoffs. Pat Connaughton, inconsistent. Crowder, inconsistent. The guys you talk about are Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde from the perimeter in the playoffs, though. And also, even though Giannis can get him foul trouble, Giannis sometimes can do too much with the ball and try put crazy shots in the paint. And consider this too, right? What if the Celtics start doing hack-a-gree freak if the game is close? Consider that though.
I mean,
So
those are
Then
all
you
good
got
points. Those
Dame.
are all valid
Then you
points.
got Dame.
But
well,
if you do put it like So Crazy just said, man, shout out to So Crazy TV. I'm glad you said that. Just like you said, So Crazy. If you get the Bucks in the bonus early, we're trying to run a hack of Giannis. You got Dame Lillard, who is a point guard, who's going to take the
Right.
ball out of the basket on the inbound, and he could find his way to drive into the basket if he gets
with
fouled.
KP and Horford protecting the rim, that's gonna be tough. And consider this too. Couldn't JT and JB get Green freaking foul trouble? They could. Couldn't JT and JB get Lopez in foul trouble? And Porters couldn't they when they want to? Those are things you have to think about, though.
Right.
Those are
I
things you
mean,
can think
that's going
about.
to be harder to do when they don't play off of each other and they're going to be playing one on one. You know what I mean? It's going to
They
be
I
hard
can't
to
play
understand
do.
one
that
on one
Dame
this
plays one on
series,
one.
bro.
I understand
Not
that.
this series.
You're right.
So,
Dame plays 1-on-1 too. I
I
understand that.
mean,
You're right.
all of those are valid points, and that's why I say this series goes seven. I don't know who I'm going to pick as of right now of who's going to come out of the Eastern Conference. I have that series going seven. I know the Celtics will have home court advantage. I don't trust Doc Rivers from what I seen last year with him
True,
coaching
true.
against Joe Mazzulla. I don't trust the chemistry right now between Giannis and Dame, but I also don't trust the chemistry within the playoffs. I don't trust one-on-one ball. I
I agree
don't
with that.
trust my turn, your turn ball. So right now, I don't know who I'm gonna pick, but if you were to put a gun to my head and say, hey Moose, you gotta pick somebody, then coin flip, I'm going with the Bucks, man. That's just how I feel as of right
It's a
now. That
possibility.
could
I got Celtics.
Right.
Possibility. Still got Celtics. So I just think that
yeah,
too
I
many
mean that
different.
could change. You know what I mean?
It's
That could
definitely gonna go seven. It's definitely gonna go seven.
at the beginning of the year, I said it.
Oh
I
yeah,
said it at the beginning of the year. I said for sure the Celtics would beat the Bucks. You know what I mean?
Mm.
At the
hmm
beginning of the year, I don't know if you guys remember. So crazy. I don't know if you
yeah.
remember, but
Yeah.
at the beginning of the
True,
year, I
true.
did say for sure the Celtics would win this series. But how I
Right.
feel about it right now, I don't know, man. This is a
Yeah.
toss.
As in history, the last time they met up in the playoffs, Boston beat them in
And
7.
7. They were down 3-2. People forget the Bucks were up 3-2
Right.
going home, and
Yep,
then
they were.
JT. And yes, you're right. JT can have lights on, lights off moments. Remember, JT went glock for glock with Giannis in Game 6. He had 46. Had
He
dagger
did.
shots in the fourth quarter though. And in Game
Mm-hmm.
7, it was Payne Pritchard and Grant Williams in Game 7.
Right.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying though.
I
So
mean,
you
I totally understand that, but to me, you can throw all that out the window because
It's
these
just,
are two completely
man. It's
different
just,
teams.
oh man.
They are two
Cause look,
different
man.
completely
It's
teams.
it's hard to guard Dame. You got to guard him like he
no,
from half.
I know
Once
it's
he
hard to
step
guard. You just gotta
half
trap.
court, you got to
Just
guard
gotta
him.
trap them. It's hard to guard them.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Here's why
He.
teams like the Pelicans, the Nuggets at times, the Warriors contain Dame. Here's why: Clippers, they trapped them. They were physical with him. That's how you can
Mm,
contain Dame.
I wouldn't
Because,
say Nuggets though, because he was going. He had that historic night
no,
against
that was
Memphis,
Game
bro.
5. That was Game 5. Let me break
I,
down the series in the
Bro,
context.
and let me
I
tell you
literally
this,
I
G Money.
watched
Hear
that,
Let
me
me
out.
tell you
bro.
Hear me
this, G
out.
Money. Let
I
me tell you why
watched
that
it,
worked.
bro.
Let me
Hear
tell
me
you
out.
why that worked with Dame. Let me tell you why
Mm,
that worked with Dame before.
what's up,
Because he didn't have somebody like Giannis.
bro?
He didn't
That's what
have
I'm saying.
somebody like
No,
Giannis. That's why that worked.
nobody like literally. Cullum was missing. Everybody was missing, bro.
You know, so like
Covington,
you can
bro.
trap
It's
you can trap
yeah.
Dame all you want right now with this Milwaukee Bucks team.
He got Giannis.
All you're gonna do is leave Middleton open.
Do
All you're
you
gonna do
trust
Right.
him
is leave
consistently? I
Lopez
don't trust
open.
him. I
You're
don't
gonna
trust him.
leave
Definitely.
Lopez open, and you're gonna have Giannis in the paint
Right.
wide open. So I
That's
mean,
what makes this team scary, bro.
and that's
Like
No,
why
he
I
I
said
can't
understand
play.
that.
that's why I said you can throw everything from previous years out. You can throw Dame's history out. You can
You
throw the
have to.
Bucks. You can throw the Bucks and Celtics their previous series out. Everything
Because
is
it's not the
brand new.
same.
These are
It's
two
it
brand new
that's what I'm
teams.
saying.
These are
Two
two
brand new
brand new
teams
teams.
for
You
sure.
know what I mean? That's why I can't wait to see this series
I can't
because
wait.
everything from the past goes out the window. It's new
Mm-hmm.
coaches involved with Doc Rivers. It's new personnel on the Celtics and the Bucks. These is two totally new teams. And like I said, man, it's a toss up for me. But the only thing I'm sure of about this series is it's gonna go 7 in my
Oh yeah,
books, man.
barring
It's
injury or
definitely
something.
going
Yeah,
7.
barring injury or
It's
something.
definitely.
Yeah, yeah, barring injury
It's
or some
definitely.
weird suspension. Yeah. Another thing too, Drew Holiday. We haven't talked about him enough. Remember, they swapped him. I think he's gonna play inspired against the Bucks. I mean, great
Yeah,
on ball,
he is.
He's
and he
gonna
can
play with a
score.
chip on his shoulder.
And he
He's
can
definitely gonna
score.
play with a chip on his
Holiday
shoulder.
can give you 20 to 25 when he wants to. Holiday can score and he can play make himself. If you draft Holiday, you have JT, JB open, White, Speed. Even
Mm-hmm.
Tillman can hit the three sometimes. You made some
Right.
good points. Here's the thing why I don't trust the Bucks. I don't know if I can trust Middleton consistently. Middleton disappeared a lot in the fourth quarter last year against the Heat. Also, Lopez was getting burned by Bam and Adebayo last year and K Love last year.
Mm.
I
Mm.
mean, if you watched the playoffs last year, I don't know if I can
Yeah,
trust
yeah, I
Beasley
did.
consistently. There's a reason why the Lakers didn't use Beasley in the playoffs because he's lights on, lights off. I don't know, man. You
Streaky
Yeah,
made some
he
shooter.
looked like
He's a
Lakers
streaky
Beasley
shooter.
tonight. He looked like
He
It
Lakers
did,
was
Beasley tonight.
definitely.
terrible other than the third quarter. It was
But
terrible.
the thing about this is, bro, it's gonna be different because now if you guard Dame the same, he has players with him, bro. You know?
I understand. He did have
And
some
and
shooting.
and Middleton, it's gonna be easy for Middleton too. Middleton's gonna get like
Is
one-on-one
he going to
coverage, bro.
connect on those shots? That's what I'm saying. Is he going to consistently hit those shots? Because sometimes Middleton
He
could do
gon' he
something
gonna
crazy.
have to. He gonna have to, bro. Because he's not gonna get the same looks. He's gonna get one-on-one shots, bro.
I
You know what I'm
understand
saying?
that. I understand that. I
So that's what
understand.
makes this. That's what makes this team like dangerous. Because if you try to do the same thing on Dame, he's gonna pass it, bro.
Same thing with Drew Holiday. You trap Drew Holiday, he can pass it to guys. KP. I think KP in a different role will look like a different KP. Some pick
Right,
and
right.
pops, athleticism. And remember, people forget KP was balling in the playoffs in 2020 until he got hurt against the Clippers, though. And the Clippers were a great defensive perimeter. You know what I mean, though. Great perimeter
hmm
defensive team. And I think KP,
I just don't like how the Mavericks used him, bro.
yeah, they didn't
They
use him
didn't
well
use him
enough.
right.
The whole
They
Luka
didn't.
KP never fit.
They try to
It
make
never,
him a corner shooter.
yeah, it never fit.
Yep. Um.
So
Now let's
crazy.
talk. What's up?
You got the Bucks winning this series. I mean, you got the
Yeah, I got the
Celtics winning
Bucks in
this series
7.
or the
I
Bucks.
got
I
Celtics. I
got the
got
Bucks in
Celtics.
7.
I
Bucks
got
in 7.
Celtics. I got Celtics in 7.
Oh wow, man! And it's a toss up for me, man. I'm in the middle right now. I am
Wait till the play.
you gonna
Wait till
have
the play.
you gonna have to pick a side, brother. Cause
man.
I'm
Like I said,
Let's wait till the
going.
playoffs. Wait till the playoffs. Let's wait till the
if
playoffs.
you put a gun to
Yeah,
my
let's
head and you
wait.
told me to pick one of these two teams, I'm gonna have to go with the Bucks as of right now. I'm gonna
It's
have to go with the Bucks,
I
man.
All right, then.
possibility. It's a possibility. We'll find out though.
Hey,
It's
but
gonna be a
that
fun.
point guard matchup is gonna be a dogfight though.
And
Drew
here's
Holiday, Dame, they got history, bro.
Drew
here's
Holiday.
another question, right? Outside of
Mhm.
the stars, outside of the key players for both of these teams, who's gonna have to be the X factor for both teams? So crazy. I'm gonna need you to chime in first, man.
My X factor is Peyton Pritchard, bro.
Facts. Same here.
Peyton Pritchard, that dude, bro, he shines, bro.
He's gonna
That dude
shine in this
shines,
series. He's gonna
bro.
shine.
Now the Bucks X factor, bro, has to be Middleton, bro. You're gonna get one-on-one coverage. You have to hit those shots, bro. You have to ball out just like you did tonight. He has to do this, bro. Has to be consistent.
Consistently. You have to do that
Cause I
consistently.
know, cause I know Bobby Porter's gonna come with it. I
I think so.
know Dame gonna come with it, and I know Giannis is gonna come with it. You know, so I got Middleton. He has to show up consistently like he did in that.
For
Mm-hmm.
me, Payne Pritchard. For me, Payne Pritchard. Another player, Derek White. Derek White too for the
Ooh,
Celtics.
he's so consistent, bro. That
I'm
dude.
telling you, Derek White is gonna. Derek White is a baller, athletic freak. He can play make when he wants to shoot. Don't be surprised if Derek White goes off. Don't be surprised if he goes off in the series. That's another guy that can give you 15 to 20 if he wanted to. You saw he was
Right.
big in this game though. So yeah,
And how about for the Bucks? Who's your X factor?
But Bobby
Bro,
Portis. If
Bobby
Bobby,
be going off. You see what he?
he was all he was lighting the world on fire. If he does that in the playoffs this year in that series, then the Bucks will be tough. It's a big if though
Right,
sometimes.
holding the fort down for Giannis when he's gone, bro. He
Mm-hmm.
did his thing. How about you, Moose? Who you got? Give me
Man,
two X factors.
you guys pretty much just summed it up for me, man. On the
Yeah.
Bucks side, my X factor is gonna have to be Bobby Portis. He's
Oh
gonna
Bobby
yeah,
have to
Portis.
play
Okay.
big. He's gonna have to provide some scoring. He's gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
provide that rebounding. He's gonna have to provide that toughness, especially against the weak front court of the Boston Celtics. If you're gonna go pick out one weakness on the Boston Celtics, it's their front court.
yeah,
So
it
for
need to
me,
be
it's
better. Yeah,
Bobby
Al
Portis.
Horford, man, them knees old, man.
Yeah, so for me it's
yeah,
Bobby Portis, and then on the Celtics side is for me it's obviously Peyton Pritchard because you know
facts.
what you're gonna get out of you know what you're gonna get out of Derek White. You know what you're gonna get out of JB and JT. You're hoping, and this is why you brought Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. You're hoping that they're gonna provide what you brought them there for. The X factor is gonna be Peyton Pritchard. And for the Celtics to win this series, I think Peyton Pritchard is going to have at least two games like he did tonight.
Facts.
Right,
And also
facts.
another X factor, Sam Hauser. If Sam Hauser can start lighting the fuse off fire from the curl and off the pick and
Mm,
pop from three, Sam Hauser's a guy that can get scorching hot from three. He could sometimes.
okay.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. So it looks like we got the Celtics and Bucks covered pretty well, man. We hope
Mhm.
to see that in the Eastern Conference. I don't think anybody else in the Eastern Conference has anything coming for both teams. So I
Don't sleep
really
on the
just want
Miami
to
Heat. The
I
Miami,
like I don't see it this year. I don't see it in this year. Last
Miami,
year I
nah, I
called it.
don't.
Last year I called it so crazy TV. You remember that last year
Yeah,
I called
yeah.
it. I said Miami would beat the Celtics. I said Miami would find a way to be a play-in team that goes to the finals along with the Lakers. I was right on both of those. But this year, unfortunately, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it, bro. So
yes,
with
there
that
are
being
incons.
said,
Right.
I want to fast forward to I want to fast forward to the Eastern Conference Finals and get it on, man. I want to see a 12 round heavyweight fight.
Mhm.
I want to see Riddick Bowe with Vander Holyfield. I want to
Mhm.
see I want to see Joe Frazier Ali. You know what I mean? I want to see Lennox Lewis and Holyfield. This is a big bruiser heavyweight fight. It's gonna go seven and really get your popcorn ready because I'm so ready to see this. Now I want to switch
Me too.
gears. I want to
Mhm.
move on. We got my man Draymond Green back with his antics, man. The Golden State Warriors, they can't afford this. They can't
No, they
Really,
afford
can't.
this.
They can't. They
This
can't.
man
you
had
have
this
to stop the
apology.
craziness.
This man had this
No.
apology. He said he went to counseling. The Golden State Warriors are here fighting for their playoff lives, and you have Draymond Green with another blow up. He ended up getting a tech. He got into it with Aldama. He got
Mhm.
into it with Desmond Bain. Was about to get into it with the Grizzlies coach. They end up
Yeah,
winning.
Taylor Jenkins. Yeah.
They end up, he gets into it with Taylor Jenkins. They end up winning, but their win where they have Andrew Wiggins wakes up from sleepwalking and balls out. Jonathan
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Kaminga balls out, but
Mm-hmm.
all of that is overshadowed by what Draymond Green did tonight. What do you guys think of that, man? G Money, I'm gonna
Bro,
start with you
like,
first, bro.
okay, yeah, go ahead.
Dre has to tape his mouth shut, man, and stay out of trouble, dog. Bruh, the playoffs is around the corner. You're trying to get into that top six. Bruh, stay out of trouble. Don't put your team in hot water and just behave, man. Stop trying to be a bully. Just behave. And I want to say one thing too before this. Adam Silver, why in the hell was the Warriors and Grizzlies on ESPN? Why was this game on ESPN? The
Facts.
Grizzlies? Why? This
You
team.
ain't
Facts.
lying, bro.
Oh my
No
god.
John Morant, no
No,
Ja. Come
no
on,
D
bro.
Rose. Like, come on, Adam Silver. This is why your ratings are going low. Come on, man. Put the games that's sensible. Look what the Suns
Right.
did against the Sixers. Grayson went nuts in that game. We should be watching. That should have been the game on ESPN, in my opinion. The
Come
Sixers and the
on.
Celtics. That could have been a better game.
Come
Anywho,
on.
back to business. If you're the Warriors, I mean, great win, great defense. I mean, they went on what a 22-0 burst that pretty much broke the door open. Dre just has to behave, just has to just watch his antics and just watch your mouth, man. Hold yourself accountable. Yes, you can make mistakes at the same time. The playoffs is around the corner. You're trying to turn on the engines so you can get to get out of the plane to get the top six. Because when you get a top 60, you get rest. You don't want to be in that dangerous plane. Anything can happen. And remember, the Houston Rockets are still lurking. They're only 3 games back. So you got to
Yeah, we
behave.
talked about them. We talked about them when we continue to talk about the Houston Rockets. Quiet as kept. They are
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
creeping, and they're still
They're
very much
creeping.
alive.
They
Right, yeah.
are, bro. They are
Mhm.
for
And
And
sure.
they're
all
the
they got to
easy
worry
team.
about is catching one team. Whoever that team that's in 10th spot, that's all
Mhm.
they have to worry about.
Mhm.
They don't got to
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
worry about passing 4 teams, 5 teams. They just got to worry about catching one team. There's no pressure on the
One
Houston
or even
Rockets.
two. Or even two.
Nobody expects them. Nobody expects them to jump in that play-in seed. Nobody's looking out for them. Nobody's worried about them. And quiet as kept, Ime Udoka, the Houston Rockets, Jalen Green has been playing better.
He's been awesome.
Jabari Smith Jr. has been playing better.
He's been awesome. Yep.
Look out. Look out. That's all I can say.
Amen Thompson too. Amen
Amen
Thompson.
Thompson. Yeah.
He is. So crazy TV. Holla
What's
at me,
up,
man. What do you think about the Warriors? What do you think about Draymond Green's situation snapping again tonight
bro?
and
Draymond
going
Green,
off,
bro.
man? The Warriors cannot afford that. They're
No
fighting for
chance,
their
man.
playoff lives. Holla at me, so crazy TV.
Bro, he always does this, bro. He's a bully. He tries to get in people's head, and I feel like he tries too hard, bro. He cost them boys a ring. We all know this, bro.
Mhm.
Got his ass suspended, and the Cavs won. But this dude here, bro, and then pushing the coach, bro.
Taylor Jenkins on national TV. This is on national TV, man.
Come
Come on.
on. Come on.
Right, he just, bro, like Adam Silver got to do something with this guy, bro. Like he
Discipline the
goes
guy.
on his shows, right? He go on his show talking about, yeah, I'm sorry, I did this, I did that, but then, man, when your team needs you, this is what you do, man. It's
You gotta
sad, bro.
stop. You gotta stop. Dre. Come on, man. Like, yes, you can make mistakes at the same time. Keep your head in the game. There's no
Right, bro.
you don't need to act like a tough guy. You don't need to do that.
Mm,
You don't need to, do rah and get your
right,
team
right.
hot water, man. The season's about to wind down. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You're
He,
right. So
bro,
so
he,
so crazy
what's up?
TV. So crazy
What's
TV.
up?
What do you feel about the Warriors, man? Big win tonight. Andrew Wiggins woke up out of his sleepwalk. He
Mhm.
balled out. He had 22 points. Jonathan Kuminga continues to play well for the Warriors. What do
All
you what do
right.
you what do
Awesome.
you what do you see,
Awesome.
man? What do you see for the Warriors, man?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really high on the Warriors, but they had a great game tonight.
Oh
Just
yeah.
let the young boys hoop, man.
And
I
Clay was on
like how
fire in
I
the
like
second half.
right.
Hold on, G
That's what I
Money.
was about
Hold
to
on,
say
G Money.
too,
I can't hear so
bro.
crazy TV. Go
That's
ahead,
what I
man. I'm
was
sorry.
about to say, bro. Like they need to let the young boys hoop, man. Let Kaminga hoop. He's hooping. And I like how Curry he just let those young boys ball out, man. And Clay Thompson playing like Clay.
Hmm.
Shooting threes. He had 5 threes in the game. But I'm not really high on this team, bro. They're gonna be a playing team, and I don't see them coming out the playing, bro.
You
Agreed.
still
I'm
don't
gonna be
have them
honest.
coming out to play in.
Nah, I
Uh,
just no, not with Chris Paul, man. I'm sorry.
What
Nah.
about you, G Money? Do you got the Warriors coming out of the play in?
no. Don't make the plan. And I think don't make the plan. I think they either I could legitimately see a scenario to beat the Lakers in a 1 game thing and then lose to the Mavericks or the Suns. I don't think the Warriors make the playoffs. I don't. I
Okay.
don't. I don't see it. Well, speaking of CP3, turn back the clock in this game. CP3 was awesome in this game, defensively, playmaking. He was awesome in
Yeah,
this game,
for
playmaking
sure.
defensively.
14 assists.
Just,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
he had that mid range going. He had
a
that signature on the sideline, that yo yo
trash.
dribble, hitting that shot.
Whoo! He was toying around. I'm
Yep.
surprised Mike Breen didn't say bang for the Warriors. I'm even surprised Mike Breen didn't say bang
He
for the
only
Warriors.
says that like in the playoffs when he's hyped up or something, you know?
Yeah, I know what
Hell
you
yeah,
mean.
Yeah,
it got to be an exciting game, man.
it gotta
I got
be
my man. I
hyped
got
up.
my man. He a live wire. I got my man Jay in the backstage. Let me bring him on. Jay, what do you got to say about all this, man? I know you're gonna say something crazy, so you
Truth or
might as well
Jay,
get it
come
off.
on, Jay, go ahead and get it off.
Smooth J.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's
What's
up,
going
What's
man?
on?
What's
up,
going
man?
on,
How you
man?
doing?
Man, what y'all in here talking about?
Man, we talking
We
about
talking about
Draymond Green snapping out
yeah.
again tonight,
What you
man.
think?
Wilding out, almost hurting his team. The Warriors getting a win. How you feel about that, man?
I mean, we all know Draymond Green not really a tough guy. We all know what he doing. He
Mm-hmm.
just pick on dudes who knows not gonna fight back, bruh. That's all Draymond does, bruh. It's the same old
Fact,
stuff with him, bruh. That's really all
facts,
it is.
facts. Jay, speaking, bro.
I mean,
Uh,
he just like rapper the game. When a stun on rappers who ain't gonna do nothing. When a rapper really want to do something, he be copping
right.
pleas. Got ran out of London.
Oh, hey, Moose, I gotta tell you something about this guy, bro. Hey, you know he does intros too, bro. He
Yeah.
can rap. I'm telling you, bro. He
I
can
might, I
rap,
might, have, I might have you drop me an intro for my channel, Jay. Man,
bro. Yeah, bro.
we gonna have to chop
I
it
Definitely,
up
bet,
about
man.
that, bro.
I'll see what I
definitely.
can do, man.
Yeah,
For
we gonna have
sure.
to chop it up with that, man. What up to my man Swish, man? Salute to you, bro, man. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got the link. I got the link in the channel if you want to hop on. Jay, what do you feel about the Warriors, man? What do you feel about the Warriors, dog?
I mean, they are all right team. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna be in the playoffs this year because they probably gonna beat the Lakers in the play-in because I know they're gonna have to play each other. So they'll definitely
Man,
beat the Lakers.
you still don't like the Lakers, huh, Jay?
Nah,
Man,
you know I don't like LeBron and
yeah,
Lakers, man.
it's cause of LeBron. Yeah,
Yeah, you know
it's
he
cause
got
of
his little
LeBron.
theories and stuff.
I don't like the Lakers, man.
Hey
I don't
Jay, you
like
know
this
what you
team.
should do though, Jay? You should
What?
create a channel and teach people what you know, man. That's what you should
I
do,
already
bro.
do. Follow me on
You
Twitter.
wanna do?
Yeah,
All right,
I'm on
bet.
Twitter.
But put it in the Discord. I got you, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you on Twitter, man. I gotta find you on Twitter. I know you be saying
Same
some
here.
Yeah,
crazy
but
stuff on
you got a
Twitter, bro.
channel, Jay? You got a channel?
Now I'm gonna make one.
Yeah,
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 you need to
make
make
one,
one,
man.
man.
Don't sleep
Hey,
on yourself, man.
Is that you on Instagram?
What?
Truth or Jay? That's you, right?
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah. I follow you already on IG
Oh, bet.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check you out on Twitter, man. I'm gonna have to see what you're talking about on Twitter, man. So you got the Warriors making the playoffs through the play-in. You got them beating the Lakers.
That's a crazy
Yeah.
take, but we gonna go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Who
We
else you
gonna
think
go
they
with it.
knocking off in the play-in, man? You think they could knock off the Mavericks? You think they could knock off the Suns?
No, I
Yeah,
probably say the Warriors is probably a second round team. I don't think they're gonna really go that far. I think it's
Yeah.
Okay.
probably gonna be. I probably say it's probably gonna be Denver back there again, and out the East it's probably gonna be Milwaukee or Boston. It could
Yeah,
be Denver
who
or
you got?
Boston.
Because we was talking about the Celtics and the Bucks. You know they played tonight. The Celtics beat the Bucks without Giannis tonight at home to
And
go
the
on the
Celtics
seven
finished
game
with
winning
all the
streak.
Lakers.
Who do you think who do you think wins in the 7 game series with the Bucks and the Celtics?
Hmm. I gotta say the Celtics.
Same.
Okay, okay.
okay. That's all right.
I feel that, man. I feel that, man. Well, we getting ready to wrap this thing up, man. I appreciate y'all boys coming on here, jumping on with me,
For
man.
sure.
Another
Salute to
hour
all of
long
y'all.
show, man. Salute to
Woohoo.
y'all boys, man. We talked about the Celtics and the Bucks game. We talked about the Warriors, their chances. They finally get a win. They finally get Andrew Wiggins going tonight. Draymond Green out of his mind again, snapping on Aldama, snapping on Desmond Bain, snapping on Taylor Jenkins on national TV. They're gonna be talking about it on all the shows tomorrow. We're gonna see what Steve Kerr says about it. We're gonna see what Adam Silver does about it. But once again, man, I appreciate all y'all boys coming through, rocking with me, rocking with my man So Crazy TV. Shout out to So Crazy TV. Shout out to G Money. Shout out to
Thank
Jay.
you.
If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting that like button ain't one of them, man. So Crazy TV, man. Any last words? I'm gonna let you take it away, bro.
Yeah, so I got the Bucks going. to the finals. Got the Bucks going to the finals, bro. I called it right now. Beating the Celtics. We talked about Draymond Green, bully ass. He cost them boys a ring. We know about him. But yeah, that's all I got. Salute to everybody on the panel and the chat. We appreciate y'all, man.
Bet.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
bet, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight, man. We up out of here. Peace and love, family.
Peace and
Peace and
love.
love to y'all, man. Salute.
All right, one.